In May of 2000, there was a question, a non-binding referendum question on the ballot, and it read, should the city of Salisbury consider merging with Wicomico County to reduce the duplication of local governmental services and or improve the efficiency of governmental services? 1,231 people voted yes, 1,063 people voted no. So the non-binding referendum was favored by the voters at that election. Consequently, Resolution 709 and 710 were passed. 709 ordered city departments to take a look at what needed to be done to consolidate their activities with county departments to achieve an economy of scale. And it was supposed to be done by June 30th of 2005. It was signed into law by then Council, the resolution was passed and signed by then Council President Bob Cannon. And so then Resolution 710 was for the purpose of consolidating the city's finance department with the county's finance department, again, to achieve an economy of scale. And that was supposed to be done by June 30th of 2002. I can tell you that I constantly look for ways to achieve economy of scale, work with the county, and avoid duplication of services. So yes, I would give that serious consideration, and if it delivered the services that we needed more efficiently, more effectively, better for our citizens, I would absolutely support it. I will say that since I have been on council, we have seen example after example of where we're going in the absolute other direction. Look at the finance department. We had finance and procurement. Well, let's have internal services. That will make things so much better. It didn't make things better. Look at what the audits have looked like. Look at, when we had the review of the finance department, one of the things that was most striking to me was the assessment that 60% of the time in that department is spent doing things manually that we already have automation for. Imagine how much more work we could get done if we were taking advantage of the technology that we already have. The county has gone to Moody's for their accounting functions, for their finance functions. Looking at economies of scale, they're absolutely, the county already does our billing for us. But can there be more? I think that there's a good chance of it, and I certainly would like to see that explored. You look at the electrical inspector. What a mess that was. The city just went off and said, we would like to have our own electrical inspector. The calls that I got from people saying, do you know what that's going to do to the permitting process? Do you know how it's going to drive up the expense and just be the death nail of efficiency? And so a meeting was held, and the city reversed itself on that, although we had already gone ahead and bought a new vehicle for that person. So we've got that in the fleet, and if the report I have is correct, it's got 10 miles on it. We need police cars. We need to think, you're absolutely right, about not duplicating services. We've got a couple of things right now, and this is why you need to show up council meetings. You need to send emails. You need to let us know what's on your mind. Right now, the city is looking at having its own CDC, a Community Development Corporation. Why in the world would we build that bureaucracy when we have Habitat, we have Salisbury Neighborhood Housing, we have Urban Salisbury, we have SWED? They're all delivering the very services that would be envisioned from a CDC. So why does the government need to do that? We shouldn't be in that business. Why would we duplicate that service? Why would we compete with what's already working well in the community? And another thing that we've got going on is trying to put money in the budget to do a study of having our own city hall. Why? I think that by being located in the same building as the county, you do have a rapport, there's a larger opportunity for collaboration. So to the degree that my one vote counts, I have either voted against the growing of the bureaucracy or voted for cooperative efforts and that economy of scale whenever I've had the opportunity.